Want to know a secret? There's a small town here in Idaho's Treasure Valley that I predict is about to become very popular. The location is great, there are jobs to be had, and housing is cheaper than in Boise and the surrounding towns. I'm Laura Triratinopat, an Idaho-born realtor with John L. Scott Real Estate Boise, and I'm predicting this town will be Idaho's next big thing. It's 50 miles from Boise, but has super easy freeway access, and it likes to call itself the Big Apple of Idaho. Intrigued? Well, keep watching. The Fruitland area was first homesteaded in the late 1800s and quickly became known for the quality of its fruit orchards, especially apples and plums. The little town had 5 or 6 fruit packing sheds and a cannery when I was growing up in nearby Emmett. But when the fruit industry began to decline in the late 1900s, Fruitland wisely made the transition to light industry, service, and healthcare jobs. The location is great, and housing is more affordable than in Ada County, with plenty of acreage properties available, as well as townhomes, single-family homes, and even manufactured housing. Fruitland has grown a lot over the years, but the population is still just somewhere between 6,000 and 7,000 people. So the downtown area still feels calm and unhurried. A focus on commercial development has made Fruitland competitive with surrounding communities, and that provides a stable tax base. Fruitland is almost on the border with Oregon, so it's easy to drive a few minutes across the border to Ontario, which has a population of almost 12,000 people. If there's something you need to buy that Fruitland doesn't have, or if you're not feeling like making the much longer trip into Boise or Meridian, well then Ontario's a great choice. And the great thing about Fruitland is precisely that it's close enough to medium-sized Ontario and the greater Boise area that you can take advantage of all the amenities of those larger towns, but it's still far enough away that you can completely ignore Boise and the rest of Ada County altogether if you feel like it. You might not need to visit Boise at all, unless maybe you need some really specialized medical care, or you need to take a plane somewhere and need to use the airport. By the way, if this info is helpful to you, please give the video a like, or better yet, subscribe to my channel because that's helpful to me. Thank you. So if you head north from Fruitland, you'll hit the charming small towns of Payette and then Weiser before you transition into central Idaho's mountains. Very beautiful area. Think of Cambridge and Council, and then on to Tamarack and Brundage ski resorts. Those are anywhere from 2 to 2.5 hours from Fruitland. It's an incredible transitional community with easy access to amenities, and yet definitely not in the immediate Boise area. Fruitland is a good compromise between living where it may take 2 hours or more in bad weather to drive to a major hospital versus living way too close to a lot of people, more crowded housing, and a higher amount of traffic, like in Meridian, Eagle, or Boise. And having Ontario just across the river adds a myriad of dining spots and cultural activities to Fruitland's overall appeal. So, what's there to do in Fruitland besides enjoy the small town atmosphere? Well, as I already mentioned, in the winter you've got a lot of skiing, and that's true throughout the entire area here, Bogus Basin, Tamarack, Brundage. And don't forget that all of those ski resort areas have fun outdoor activities in the summer and fall as well, like the 4,330-foot long mountain coaster at Bogus Basin. And like all of Idaho, Fruitland boasts easy access to our really beautiful great outdoors. Fishing, hunting, boating, hiking, off-roading, pretty much anything you can think to do outdoors. If you're a history buff, the Oregon Trail passed very close to the site of present-day Fruitland, and there are a number of museums and monuments in the area that will be of interest to anyone who enjoys history. More than anything else, I think Fruitland represents small-town charm, parks, school sports events, and the everyday pleasures of year-round outdoor activities. There's employment and there's housing that's more affordable than in much of the rest of the valley. And yet it's Idaho, it's not Oregon. Well, what's not to like about Fruitland? So thanks for watching. Bye.